Na Mele on PBS Hawaii is sponsored by First Hawaiian Bank, First Insurance Company of Hawaii, and the Olson Trust.
Nani maolino ho ulana owe no ula Pumehana ko inoa ha o olana la Pumehana ko inoa ha Nani maolino ho ulana owe no ula Humai ke aloha no kakui pola Humai ke aloha no kakui Nani maolino ho ulana owe no ula He mele ke ia hoe ko aloha e a He mele ke ia hoe ko aloha Nani maolino ho ulana owe no ula Nani maolino ho ulana owe no ula
My name is Nathan Avial, and we are at beautiful Kahana Bay, which is on the northeast side of Oahu. I came down here with my guitar one day and just started playing and realized that this place, to me, had some kind of a significant spiritual feeling because I started writing songs very easily. And since then, every time I need to get into that mode of writing, I would come down here a lot. That's what Kahana means to me. I grew up Kaneohe, which is a few miles down the road. My family used to come here quite a bit, or at least on this side of the island, Punalu'u and down the road, to go camping a lot and fishing, and always remembered, never forgot because of this area, because it was just good times, good childhood days. Yeah. I was on an airplane coming home from a long tour of the mainland. I looked out my window and I said, oh my God, see Waimanalo, Kailua, Kaneohe, my home, and Ko'olau. And it just kind of tripped me out, you know. I saw it, and all of a sudden this bunch of melodies and lyrics started coming to me, a story, if you will. So I think I still have it. I grabbed the barf bag and I grabbed my pen and I started writing lyrics and ideas. You know, practically like trying to, you know, my face was like smashed to the window going, oh my God, that's so beautiful. It took like a good 5 minutes prior to landing, but within that time, Kaneohe, Ko'olau, and Me Ku'u'one Hanawe is the third song. All those three songs came during that time.
kanila o ka ko lo au na ula o olu kama kanila o ka ko lo au na ula o mai ka I kane o he I kamana o ko lo pau a hola o mai ka I kane o he I kamana o ko lo pau a hola Leo na he o ko lo ho olu mele na ula Leo na he o ko lo ho olu mele na ula E nani kupu iwa ea me o we no wea Haina ia mai ka puana Kila e ko olau Kila e ko olau Kane o he ohu I ka ua mai nani He oli no nei a puni ka hunua la Haai ka mana ho kane o he Me ka nani o ku ho me la Maka le hau na palia o ko lau Nani vale ku ho me Kane o he Kuahiwi hano a o ko olau I ka ne vai o lula vela mania la Paai ka mana ho kane o he Me ka nani o ku ho me la Maka le hau na palia o ko olau Nani vale ku ho me Kane o he Ko mau ka vai O lino mau Ke hone a e nei a ku mai E ia Uala I na hono a kane o he la Mahali e ke kai me ka makanila Paai ka mana ho kane o he Me ka nani o ku homela makale hona palia o kolo nani vale ku home kane o he koma o kabai olino lino mau ke honea e nea ku Kapuanala Hikaalani nani vale ku omea Paai kamana ho kane ohe Me kanani o ku homela Makale hauna palia o kolo Nani vale ku home Kane ohe Kane ohe Auhea oe uhivai Ke hea mai nei uhivai Makana no oe he nani maulino hea Kau mai ke ahi ahi Me ke au malama lama O ka velo a kala Kalaya o ela Ke kaline ka hoina O ike aloha aina E hia ho iau E hia ho iau E ia Uhivai He nani maulino Uhivai Uhivai Ahuaku neila Uhivai Uhivai E kupuai
My parents had their 50th anniversary party. So I thought it would be special to write something for them. So I kind of thought about it, and one morning I went out to my backyard, and after one of those heavy storms the night before, I looked out, and it was interesting how I looked at the ko'olau and the mist and the clouds. The mist and the clouds were kind of hovering, and it almost looked like it was hugging the mountains. Uhivai means mist or heavy mist in Hawaiian. Uhivai also in kauna or Hawaiian poetry can also mean love or describes love. So I just thought it was a very interesting idea how the mist was hugging the mountains. So I took that idea and wrote Uhiwai for my parents. The song Mahina Hina, which means under the moonlight, talks about the first time my wife and I went out on a date. We were 16 years old, built up enough courage to ask her out. She said no, but just kept going, kept asking her. Then finally, after a year, she said yes. But we ended up at which is now the Kahala Resort Hotel, and it was a perfect night. The moon was full, and we just had a great time. We've been married 25 years now. Yeah.
Kapana kala hauia ka hime no kamahina me ne hoku e a make a o lupuni noi hauia I kamahina hina I ke o e a Make awe hunia oi I ke hama hina hina Kapa ko nane a kamahina la ke ala hula o ki kai mali e a Kamea ho kai hau wale ana hoi I lalo ma kamahina hina pili kaua e a Make awe hunia oi I ke hama hina hina Aloha umehana Aloha umehana Puana ka inoa o ka mahina hina E ia hoi hai mai ke ia lae E a Aole ia uno kia hamaila I lalo ma kamahina hina pili kawahe E a Make awe hunia oi I ke hamahina hina Make awe hunia oi I ke hamahina hina Mahina hina Mahina hina She watches, perched up high, protecting Kamali with a watchful eye. Unconditional aloha, she teaches all, 'cause Grandma's pu'uhai lives on and on, and fly, oh fly, spreading your wings souls, you're here by my side. Whoa, whoa. Io, she sits by a cool side, singing menace and singing out loud, and fly, oh fly, spreading your wings, Kila, Kila, touching the skies, touching our souls, you're here by my side. Whoa, whoa. And fly, you'll fly, spreading your wings, Kila, Kila, touching the skies, touching our souls, you're here by my side, my side. Whoa, whoa. You'll fly. Whoa.
As far as me evolving as an artist, I don't quite look at it that way. I just like learning new things all the time. That's what gets me up in the morning. My foundation actually is more of a spiritual thing, being that I understand what my gift is, and it's from a higher source. I really believe Keokua gave me this. And he gave me this one important thing, which is taking care of my family. And that's all I look at it as. Whether I'm sharing something bigger than myself, making people happy with whatever I write, songs and whatnot, then awesome, because then that means I know that God's using me in a positive way.
Uhabawi kalani uhabai, ai au au kai kamoana, uhai ke au I kaluli luli o kaniu, ai ke kamakani olo olo, me kuhu one hanaue. Uhalohe au ina mele, o kawakai kola, uhai au I ke hau o pikake, makapo olu olu kaua, me kuhu one hanaue. Aloha ku home o Hawaii, mahalo nui ke akua. Aloha ku home o Hawaii, ya pakahea ya ula. Uhaleo nui au make ko olau, ailohe wale ko uinoa. Uhai ke au I ke aloha o na kana ka ke ia he molele baila me ku one hanaue aloha ku home o Hawaii mahalo nui ke akua aloha ku home o Hawaii ya pakahea ya ula haina ia mai ka puana aloha ku home o Hawaii ya